Welcome back to yet another video of TechWafer. Hopefully you're having a great deal here, your host, and today we are reviewing a product that in right circumstances might have been a big hit, but for the time being, its future remains unclear. Yes, you guessed it right, I'm talking about the Huawei Nova 9 that's right here. Speaking about the design, despite its 6.57 inches AMOLED screen on the front, the phone still is light and it is quite comfortable when you hold it in the hand because of 7.8mm of thickness and 175 grams of weight. Even though the smartphone is carrying a massive screen on the front, yet it feels lightweight in the hand, and for that I'd like to thank its curved edges. Not only that, but the phone is also portable. The back camera module, which has a primary lens enclosed in a single huge circle with 3 additional shooters and the flash second circle below, may be the only point of contention. And to be honest, I'm not fond of the design, but you may be, and it's anything but uninteresting. Another cool feature in terms of the design is the special coating at the back of the phone, which does not collect the fingerprint, and not only that, but it does not attract the other traces of use. The frame and the back both are made up of plastic material, but still when you hold the device it provides the feeling of a premium flagship smartphone, and it reminds me of an old device from Huawei with the Play Services port. Yes, you guys are right, I'm talking about the Huawei's P30 Pro. It is one of the finest that Huawei has built, and the Nova 9 is carrying the genes of it, at least in terms of the design. The Nova 9 packs a 6.57 inches OLED display with 2340 x 1080 pixels of resolution and a punch hole camera at the front. The phone's display, because of the OLED panel, is incredibly clear and vivid. That makes it useful to watch movies on the go. Not only that, but the overall media consumption experience along with the games is quite impressive on the smartphone. And thanks to the OLED technology, the colors are vibrant on the screen and the blacks are quite deeper. 120Hz refresh rate on the Nova 9 is one of the most notable aspects, making the scrolling and the gameplay much smoother. If you change the setting of the refresh rate to the dynamic, the phone will switch between 60Hz and 120Hz depending on the need or requirement. When you're playing games, the refresh rate will be switched to 120Hz. When it is not required, the phone will revert it back to 60Hz and preserve the battery life there. Speaking about the touch sampling rate, the phone offers 300Hz of touch sampling rate, which is far better than any competitive device that's available out there. And while speaking about the display, the phone is carrying an on-display fingerprint scanner, and you'll be surprised by the performance of it and how quickly it unlocks the phone. There is also option to enable face unlock just in case if you're interested in that, and that also works quicker. At the top of that, the only downside when it comes to the display of the phone is this phone is missing the stereo speaker setup. That is kind of mandatory for the price point the phone is being launched on. So there we go with the display. When it comes to the performance, the Nova 9 is backed by Snapdragon 778G, which is a 4G chipset, and that is paired with 8GB of RAM and 128GB of internal storage. The chipset is quite powerful and its power is further enhanced by 120Hz of refresh rate and 3Hz of touch sampling rate, which is quite useful when it comes to the gaming. This phone can easily run any game that you may throw on it, but the condition is that particular game should not require Google Play services. Otherwise, you'll not be able to play that particular game. Even though the smartphone is not the most powerful available in the market, but still it provides decent performance on the go. The normal users will have no problem using it. Even while multitasking, it runs smoothly and fluidly. And taking a look at our CPU focused Geekbench 5, you will see that Nova 9 competes well against the most powerful flagships available out there. PUBG Mobile breezed through our tests of the phone, delivering ultra refresh rate on HDR graphics and extreme frame rate on smooth graphics. We experienced no stutter or frame drops when playing the game. So when it comes to the overall performance, apart from the Google Play services part, everything is fine with the smartphone, and I'm pretty sure that you will not be disappointed at all. And just to be clear, the Nova 9 does not have the best camera out there, but it has the primary sensor which is capable enough to shock you with its performance. The 50 megapixel camera housed in its own circular accommodation utilizes the Huawei's RYYB-G technology, but the problem seems to be the missing optical image stabilization in the phone, which is necessary when it comes to taking perfect shots during the night. In any case, the photographs here are generally impressive. The main camera performs admirably in daylight with rich colors and vivid detail in a variety of lighting conditions. In low light situations, the results are good, but the lack of OIS is noticeable. When the camera gets it right, you'll get well exposed and detailed night mode shots with remarkably accurate colors. The 8 megapixel ultra wide and 2 megapixel micro and depth sensor are also found on the back, and all of these are quite fine in its operations, but they may go unnoticed. In good lighting, the ultra wide can capture decent shots and the colors tend to be washed out. A wide 32 megapixel front facing camera with f2.0 aperture makes it usable in a variety of lighting conditions. The camera at the front can not only capture decent selfies, but the subject separation in the portrait mode works surprisingly good. To capture split screen or picture-in-picture videos with the two lenses at simultaneously, you can use the dedicated vlogging mode. When you're shooting, you can switch between the cameras. You can also shoot 4K videos at 30 frames per second with the rear as well as from the front camera. When it comes to the slow motion recording, the front camera is capable of recording 720p video at 240 frames per second, while the rear camera is capable of recording 720p slow motion video at 960 frames per second. When it comes to the software, the Huawei's Nova 9 packs EMUI 12.0 based on Android. It carries the genes of Harmony OS and the overall interface is quite similar to the one, but at the same time I would like to mention that the software of the phone is the crucial factor, and most of the people will make their purchasing decision based on the software of the Nova 9. Same restrictions that stopped Qualcomm to provide 5G chipsets to Huawei, they are also restricting Google to provide their Google Mobile services to the company. And that is the reason the Nova 9 is missing Google Play services, Google Play Store, Gmail and a lot of other apps that are proprietary in Android OS. That certainly means that Nova 9 cannot install Google apps like Gmail or Google Map, but there is also no Google Play Store, so you'll not be able to download apps directly. However, there's an alternative provided by Huawei known as App Gallery, and it has millions of apps, but still there are some that are missing, especially the ones that are using the Google Play services on its cores. If you are coming from a previous Android device, you can transfer many apps to your Nova 9, and the company's Petal search engine does a good job of finding APK files, and it lets you install any app that's available out there through that APK. Even though with the Petal search you will be able to install a lot of apps, but there will be still some apps that you'll be able to install, but you will not be able to use them because they require the Google servers as their backup. The software and the interface of Huawei's Nova 9 is quite impressive, and there are tons of customizations that are available. However, the phone is a viable choice only for a person who has technical knowledge and he can work beyond its limits. Okay, so when it comes to the battery life, the Huawei's Nova 9 is carrying 4300 mAh battery, and that is to be charged with a 66 watt Huawei supercharged power brick that is included in the box, so you do not have to buy that separately. And that massive charger is capable of charging the phone from 0 up to 100% in only 40 minutes, and that is quite a decent charging speed that you can get for the price point. When it comes to the battery life of the phone, it is not the best available out there, but you will not be disappointed as well. The phone is capable of delivering a decent battery backup of 1 day for any kind of user, whether you are playing games or you are a casual smartphone user looking to use the smartphone for the social media and media consumptions. The battery of the smartphone in any case will not disappoint you. However, you should not expect the battery of the Nova 9 to last for 2 days like plenty of smartphones that are available out there in the market. Okay, also now it's time for the verdict. And there is rarely a smartphone that comes with almost all the features. For example, the smartphone is carrying an impressive design, and at the front it has an AMOLED panel with 120 Hz of refresh rate, and not only that, but the camera of the smartphone is the real steal. But still, I will not be able to recommend this device to normal consumers because it is missing the Google Play services. However, if you're good with that and you can install apps on your own without using the Play Store, then you can definitely go and get this device. And with that being said, please do not forget to like this video, share it with your friends and family, and comment down below if you have any query about the smartphone. I'll make sure to answer that, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. And before closing the video, just make sure that you have subscribed to TechWafer. If you have not already, just press that button right now.